Welcome to my channel.
Wow, this is one of the greatest channels you could see in the YouTube.
Yes.
I'm so grateful and glad that today I'm here with Berfin in this channel to see the beauty of Torun, this city.
Yes, we are in Torun right now. We have 7 hours in that city. We have a guided tour now for 2 hours.
Yes, let's go maybe closer to see the guide.
They came, and because the location of the town was so happy, it was close to the river, the town began to flourish so much that in 1280 it became of the largest. You put both your feet flat on the ground, then you push both your feet against the wall. This is the version for the imperfect ones, right? Okay, both your feet against the wall. You don't raise your heels, okay? And heels against the wall, like this. And then you lean against the wall, like this. And if in this position, by stretching your hands, keep balance for just 2 seconds. You're perfect. Otherwise, you still have time to rectify yourselves, okay? So, this is not the right time to rectify yourselves, okay? So, this is not the right not.
Okay. Michael Jackson would be good in this.
2 seconds. The vast majority of the towers had only 2 walls. They were empty inside. Okay? Up level the second floor, there were 2. Yes, you can't come back.
So it was the first challenge of this city. We just near to the wall and we should just hold ourselves in 2 seconds. I didn't, so
Not 2 seconds, yes.
2 seconds only?
2 seconds.
Yeah, but I failed. And you?
I almost I did it.
These walls are the original 13th century bricks, okay, uncovered. And they are believed to have magical powers. If you make a wish, and if you touch the brick, the wish will come true. You got no. I mean, let's not be pessimistic, okay? This is supposed to be fun. Okay, let's not think about bad stuff. Okay, you can make a wish for the coronavirus to disappear.
Have you tried that?
Okay, of course, I try it all the time.
Comes true?
I don't know. I have no time to verify it.
But you know how they
It was decided that these medieval city walls are no longer fit for defensive purposes, and therefore the military and defensive status was lifted. Yeah. But I'm afraid that's all we know for certain. What we don't know is exactly in which house in Torun's area it happened, because the family was rich, and at the time of birth of Nicolaus Copernicus they owned as many as 3 houses. There is no document identifying one of them as the birthplace of Nicolaus Copernicus. On top of that, nobody knew where exactly or in which street it could happen until the late second half of the 19th century. One of the Torun's historians at that time went through the archives and identified one of the houses in Copernica, today's Copernica Street, as the house which was owned by the family and therefore potential birthplace of Nicolaus Copernicus. Best known for producing wonderful high-quality gingerbreads. What does it take to produce gingerbreads? You need high-quality flour, you need honey, and you need root spices. And because Torun was a seaport, mind you, it was a trade town. It had root spices in vast supply. High quality flour was ground at the Teutonic mill, and honey was derived from beehives situated in the gardens surrounding the town. The prominent merchants are not Polish, not Slavonic whatsoever. Okay, they are German, they are Dutch, they are even Belgian, but not Polish. Why so? because since the very beginning of the town, the people who are most prominent part of the society were merchants. People who spoke German, who came from Western Germany and who lived here. So whether they were Germans, I don't know. It's up to you to decide. But if you live in a certain place for the third or second, even fourth generation, are you German or are you local? Because people would...
We are in a Catholic church. I don't remember the detail.
The name?
I didn't hear. I didn't
Just
listen.
impressed by the architecture.
Yes.
Beauty inside.
With me. With Benny.
We don't know whether it's a complete painting or whether it's just a sketch or something bigger and more colorful and more impressive. Late 15th century. It was invaded Poland. I'm sorry to say this, but it's a historical fact. In the mid-17th century, and they installed this donkey, maybe not this one, but its predecessor, to punish city guards who were stationed in this corner house building. Later on, the punishment of sitting on a donkey was extended to the inhabitants of Torun. So imagine yourselves, you've done something wrong and you are punished to sitting on the donkey. Why was it so bad? If you sat on it, it was meant for men particularly. If you sat on it, use your imagination.
You're not
sat on
alive.
it, you would, yes, exactly. It was very sharp. On top of that, heavy weights were attached to the feet of the person punished. Okay, to make the punishment more painful. Some other varieties had very sharp studs installed on the side of the donkey if the weights were not used. So whatever you did, whether you sat on it or tried to elevate yourself to release the pain, it hurt like hell, right? So what was it given for? What was the punishment given for? Especially to ordinary townspeople of Torun, for gossiping. Gossiping was considered a bad thing. Coupled with public punishment, it was a terrible thing. You know, if you got caught gossiping and sat on the donkey, everybody knew.
Gossiping.
Yes. With the names of the people who were either born in Torun and became famous, or who were not born in Torun but made Torun famous, or who are not linked to Torun in any way, that Torun wants to honor in this particular way. Okay? Not chop chop. Not this time. Not this time. The avenue is situated in front of Artists' Court. This is not the original building. The original building was erected in the late 14th century, and it was the same. They were a very popular group, very nice group in Torun. And one of the barges is believed to have paid special services to the town. Legend has it that one summer a poor lady visiting came to Torun and she begged intensively in the streets of Torun, irritating.
My hand's like longer.
Okay.
Do you want that? You can just, okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm asking. What is the most sightseeing places in Torun?
The best things to see in Torun, of course, are the main market square, the old town, Copernicus Monument, Copernicus House, the beautiful churches of Torun, the fascinating Leaning Tower, and the Gingerbread Museum.
Gingerbread Museum. Okay, and do you want to add something? Like, you cannot go anywhere like without to do something in Torun. Like, what should we do?
The best things to do
like
in
even
Torun is
non-touristic.
to try gingerbreads, try perhaps ginger beer, of course, all those who are over 18. You absolutely must visit the churches, which are a great historic assets in Torun, nearly 600-700 years old, beautiful representations of architecture, Gothic architecture in particular, and do the tour of Torun. I mean, restaurants, time to relax, sit in the gardens, have your
Old town.
tea or coffee in the old town.
Yeah. Do you recommend us to go panoramic tower after the tour?
Absolutely, absolutely. You will see the town, you will see the borders of the old town, you will also see the new town, you will see what's across the river, because Torun is situated on both sides of the Vistula River, so it's definitely an interesting and important thing to do. Of elderly people, like retired people from different places, and some of them are lonely, have no families to take care of them, and they are so excited about the tour that they forget to eat their breakfast, that they forget to take drinks with them. And there was this one lady. She was 80 years old, and the weather was like that, maybe a bit hotter than today. So they came to Torun, we start the tour, and 15 minutes into the tour she collapses. What to do? Of course, the tour guide...
Here.
No, not here. Where we started. She collapses, so we call the ambulance. The ambulance takes her, and we continue the tour after the break, and then I had to pick the lady from the hospital. She was just dehydrated and hungry,
So it was not the best tour.
So it was maybe not the worst either, but it was kind of a new experience to me, because I didn't expect that to happen. So it's not only kids that you have to take care of and remind the teachers that they need protection and attention, but also elderly people.
That's very nice.
I mean, all the tours are like a new adventure to me. Okay, they are all different. There are no exactly two the same tours that would be identical or similar even. It's the people.
Thank you a lot. You gave us a lot of good information, outside the book.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself? So,
my name is Beata Berthold. I'm a tour guide in Torun.
And how people contact you?
You can contact me by email at bbn at post.pl.
Okay.
You can call me.
That's nice. Thank you a lot.
That's cool. I will ask one more question. I love ice cream a lot, but I just eat handmade ice cream, and I think I have good taste of ice cream. Can you recommend me
yes,
the place?
If we take a walk, because you are going to the to lunch, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we will do that. Don't worry.
Okay, so this is the old town. And by the way, if you have time, if you ever come back to Torun, I do recommend that you visit the new town, which stands right here. And I'm particularly keen on church architecture, right? I'm not talking about religion, but I'm talking about church architecture because it's the peak, it's the actual art of building. So situated in the new town is the St. James's Church, which is part of St. Jacob's or St. James's Trail, which I mentioned earlier on. And it's an absolute pearl because it's not a whole structure, it is a basilica. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's being renovated now, and you can see it's been restored to its original glory. I mean, it's colourful, beautiful. There is.
Okay, I want to see it now. Where is it? Maybe you can show us the way.
I can show you the way, and I will. And I will.
So good. You're so good.
I know. Okay.
I think the rest of the group is getting crazy right now, but
probably.
Who cares?
Probably.
We are here to explore the city.
This is so nice to have people like you who are interested, who want to listen and who care. Okay, so handmade ice creams. You can see a coffee shop or cafe right in front of you under the umbrellas, which is a little bit to the side, but the advantage of it is that it's never too full.
Okay.
Unlike the cafes and
what was the name of it?
This is Lankiewicz.
Okay.
Lankiewicz. Okay. And they have a branch in the main market square too. So they are considered to be the best ice creams in Torun.
Okay.
And the church I told you about
Oh, this one's closed.
This one, yeah. If you walk with me, I can show it to you.
But like I've heard like maybe like we are like disturbing your time. Or...
No, you're not. I'm prepared.
Are
I'm
you sure?
prepared. I can spend some time with you. No problem.
That's what we guys.
It's a very rare occasion that I come with the tourists here. They were craftsmen. They were not merchants. They were not even allowed to be merchants. They produced metal things. They produced belts. You know, the things that were
Blacksmith.
used in the normal life. They were beer makers, brewers. They even were cloth makers. They were tanners. So all sorts of craftsmen lived here. This is an absolute pearl. This church is a true. I mean, there is a mystery surrounding its origins because the town was founded in 1264, but the church, the construction would not be started before 1309. So 40 years after the location of foundation of the city, the church was done. So what happened in the Christian state with the believers for the 40 years? There must have been something, some place of worship, right?
Yes.
Some temple, but still it has not been discovered. So now you can clearly see the difference between the whole structure and the basilica. Right? This is history, okay, because it's a box and it's got German inscription, okay? So it's probably around 100 years old.
But it's for sale.
It's for sale, yes. It's probably from descendants of German-speaking inhabitants of Torun. So this is quite interesting.
So maybe you can buy this and sell it online with like multiple price.
Wow,
Yeah.
So rich about it.
why not?
Business mind.
Do you know what it is? You're so young. It's
yes.
a typewriter, right?
That's,
something that preceded computer, right?
That's the old keyboard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you can find real tales. You know, the portrait of a Jew counting money was and I think still is meant to bring good fortune to the. I can also do. There is like a Piast trail in Poland, which runs not too far from Torun. So if you come to Poland and if you decide to choose this road, you'll travel along the earliest settlements of the Polish kings and princes in the western central Poland. So this is quite interesting. Poland became an independent formation, an independent state officially in 966. So our history dates back to 966 when we were officially baptized, when we became Christians.
Yeah.
So we don't have too many structures or building or artifacts from the earliest periods. And if we do, they are situated in the south of Poland and Wielkopolska, part of Kujawy, which is the region which starts on the other side of the river. So that's a very big generalization, but these are the origins. Warsaw is not the oldest settlement in Poland. Krakow was not the oldest capital. The oldest capital was Gniezno, and then it was moved to Krakow, and then Zygmunt Waza, the one I told you about, moved to Warsaw and somehow made it the capital of Poland in the late 16th century. So,
like the mermaid is like the symbol of Poland, right?
sorry?
The mermaid.
The mermaid is not a symbol of Poland. The eagle is
The
a
eagle,
symbol
yeah.
of Poland, right?
But then maybe
White
like-
eagle.
The mermaid is the symbol of Warsaw.
Or Warsaw,
Yes.
yes. Century, we've got two records of reports about a very strange animal being spotted by two people, a lady and a city guard. Because I think it was from the same year, and both individuals said that they saw a creature which had the body of a snake. The head had the shape of a triangle. It had 4 paws, 4 legs if you like, and wings on both sides of the body. In between the fingers of the paws there was a membrane, so it means that it was a
Like it
water
can
creature.
swim, yeah.
Yes, a water creature. Beside the description, very little was added to it, so we don't know what it actually was, but it was named the Dragon of Torun. Okay, the dragon still hasn't got a name,
Okay.
so
We can name it?
Yes, you can name it.
Okay, but like, I was like curious, like, do he do something? He do a show or something? Because like, there's a lot of money here.
There's
So,
one, I mean, you know,
do he
there
dance
is a
or
tradition
sing?
everywhere. That if you drop a coin, then you are bound to come back to the place you like. Okay?
Okay.
If you, these are the walls, the city defences, separating the old town from the new town. The dog has magical powers, okay? Like I told you, if you stroke the dog on the head,
Yeah.
you'll become an intellectual. If you stroke the dog on the tail,
Okay.
you are bound to be lucky in love. There are no limits as to the number of strokes on the parts of the body of the dog that you can stroke. So feel free to take the opportunity.
The whole body.
Yes, the whole body in case it's got some other magical powers, right? So, discovered in the past 10, maybe 15 years is the mural. This is probably the main hall of a Middle Ages building, right? This is a typical decorative element, a recess, an arched recess on the wall, decorated with the scenes either from the Bible or the lives of saints. And if you look at the top of this mural, what do you see?
Like a horse with a man.
Well, you can see a knight, a horse.
Yeah, it's like a dragon.
Yes, the spear is
And the neck of the dragon.
piercing through the head or the neck of the dragon, and you can see the princess,
Yes.
who's probably spared by now. This is a legend of St. George. Okay, St. George was very popular in Germany. He was a knight, and beneath it you've got what?
The people, the locals maybe?
This is Mary.
Yes,
Yes,
Mary.
the Epiphany, the homage by the 3 kings to baby Jesus. Okay, you can see Joseph, you can see the lion, you can see the donkey, okay? So a typical setting for the Epiphany. This is probably 16th century, okay?
Now time to lunch. I am eating Polish cabbage salad, which is, I really like it. Polish people love cabbage at the name in English. They make a salad or they put in the pierogi. I prefer today as a salad with yogurt and broccoli and carrots. And I love this kind of cottage cheese, like with particles and kind of yogurt inside. This is the lunch option, which is I really like it because it's healthy, cheap, and I love sit street and feel the atmosphere of the street and people are passing by. It's really cool, I guess. And yeah, today I ate this as a lunch. There is like almost 30 gram protein inside and vegetables, and enjoy. Here they give us a cookie, but it's not for edible. It's only for decoration because they don't know the dough ingredients.
One day, Master Bartholomew became seriously ill. He couldn't work any longer, and soon poverty knocked at the door of their home. Kate, who always tried to help her father with everything, decided to stand in for him at work. She remembered very well what her father did in the process of baking.
Here, written like formal evening wear worn by the factory owners. As you see, it's so fancy because gingerbread at that time was so luxury and elegant cookies. That's why they give importance a lot. This is typical gingerbread store. As you see, there is some packages for gifts, and the measurement tool here.
I know this one.
Today we had a trip in Torun, and how was it?
Yeah, it was really great, and it was like a lovely, like the time we spent over there. And I would like to thank you for the trip.
To Lukasz. And do you want more? More video? Please subscribe and like it if you like it. If you don't like it, don't like it.
Oh my God!
Just editing what she said before. It's not like or unlike. Whether you like it or not, just give it a like.
But if you don't like
Good
it,
night.
we will try to make it better from the next time onwards. So thank you for watching it, and keep giving like the comments and the subscriptions.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's keep up doing the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. See you.
rectify yourselves, okay? So, no, this is not the right.